Okay, here you are given the following function, f of t, which is equal to 6t minus 4t squared. In part A, we want to find the derivative of the function using the definition of a derivative. So the definition of a derivative is the following. We have f prime of t, which is a derivative function, which would then equal the limit as h approaches 0 of f of t plus h minus f of t divided by h. So now let's use that function. So we have the limit as h approaches 0. So here we have 6 times the input of t plus h minus 4 times the input of t plus h squared, and then minus the function, which is 6t minus 4t squared. And then we're going to divide that whole thing by h. So now we have the limit as h approaches 0. So if we distribute the 6, we get 6t plus 6h minus 4, and now this is the sum of squares. So when we FOIL that, we should get t squared plus 2ht plus h squared, and then that's minus, distributing the minus sign, okay, let's distribute that minus sign to both terms, so we get negative 6t plus 4t squared, and then we're going to divide that entire thing by h. So now, as the limit of h approaches 0, let's distribute the 4 and combine like terms. So we have 6t plus 6h, and now we're going to distribute the 4 to all three of those terms, so we get negative 4t squared minus 8ht minus 4h squared minus 6t plus 4t squared, and then we're dividing that entire thing by h. Now, what can we simplify in the numerator? We have 6t and negative t. We have negative 4t squared and plus 4t squared. So now let's rewrite our statement. So we have the limit as h approaches 0 of 6h minus 8ht minus 4h squared divided by h. And now what we want to do is we're going to factor out what they have in common in the numerator. So in the numerator we can factor out an h. So we have 6 minus 8t minus 4h, and that's divided by h. So now we can then simplify the h, and we have the limit now as h approaches 0 of the function 6 minus 8t minus 4h. Okay, now we're going to evaluate this function when h is 0. So we have 6 minus 8t minus 4 times 0, so that gives us 0. So then our derivative is 6 minus 8t. So there is the derivative of our function. Okay, so now it says state the domain of our function. Well, recall that the function was the following. f of t, which is equal to 6t minus 4t squared. And so what are all the values that we can plug in for the value of t? Well, they can be any real numbers. So the domain is either the interval negative infinity to positive infinity, or we can say all real numbers. Okay, now we want to be able to then state the domain of its derivative. So the derivative function is equal to 6 minus 8t. And so we can plug in any value for t. So the domain is all real numbers from negative infinity to positive infinity. Or we can write this as all real numbers.